start off by saying, man, my condolences and my prayers to the victims of the Florida State shooting. My condolences and my prayers to the victim families of Florida State. KFD, GAF, my brother Dixon Sider wanted a shout out. Hey, Dixon Sider, tell Dixon Sider I just gave him a shout out. Prayers for the Florida State victims. That's right. And you know, in the United States, we've been having a lot of mass shootings, man. And you know, every time it goes back to dealing with mental health. So that's a big issue within our community, man. There's people walking around that need help that's evidently not getting the help that they need. It said, nobody said, hello, everyone. Step it up in here. Double tap your screen to like. It's free to like and subscribe. Help the algorithm. Thank you, man. Listen, man, y'all like and subscribe to, this video, man. Push it out so more people can see it. Man, thank you for that. Nobody. And guess what? You somebody, man. You said tap the screen. Let me tap. I ain't know about that. But thank you, man. As I was saying, send prayers out to the victims and the victims' families at Florida State. Sending prayers out to them. Let me catch some of these. Okay. Chump 36 said, oh, if you work at the UPS store, I will walk up to you and say, I know Mark. I know about the, okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Nobody says stay positive. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. Man, that's powerful. It's all about an attitude, man. And that's why I tell people, man, if I wake up, when I wake up, that's a win for me. I'm thankful. I count that as a blessing. I'm also want to talk about Kilmar Garcia, man. Are you from Tallahassee? No, I'm not from Tallahassee, Claire. Thanks for asking. Claire Bryan, appreciate that. I'm not from Tallahassee, though. Hey, you spamming. Why you spamming? Dustin Webster said, gave his opinion. But what I do respect about the whole situation with Garcia is how the Maryland senator went over there to make sure that man was, one, alive, and number two, that he was safe. Big respect for me for him doing that. That man is out of the country. He done lived over here for, well over 10 years. He's working construction. So big shout out to the senator in Maryland who went over there to sing. What's his name? Chris Holland. Big shout out to him, man. Big shout out to him. Listen, man, like I said, thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the continued support. Man, I thank y'all for watching. Just chilling on a Saturday. And I said, let me go talk to the people for a minute. How is things going for you financially, economically? Are you feeling the pain of the economy? Are things going good? And we don't need no lies, man. We want nothing but the truth. How are things going for you right now under this economy? Let me know how things are going for you. How are things going for you with this economy? Are prices cheaper right now? Because I know President Trump had got on TV yesterday and said, JP, we talking about, because I know you going for Trump, but A's are not down. That's what he was called out. Trump got on TV and said prices are low, but he was called out. He was called out about that for lying and not telling the truth. Prices is not cheaper and gas is not cheaper, man. I went and filled up yesterday. I go grocery shopping too. I go to the gas pump too. Thank you. Another one said, I'm okay, not bad, but stuff is expensive. And that's the truth, man. All I ask for people to do is be truthful, man. Miguel said, MS gang member talking about what you call him. Ryan said, Trump been in office 3 months. Give the dude a chance. Listen, man, we ain't playing that give the chance thing, because what he did, he made over 100 executive orders. When Trump wanted to do something and work towards something, he do it through executive orders. But he haven't done anything for the American people, man. Demon Slayer 561 say, hey, I know what you mean by that. I have to do it for the next day. I have to go back home and get the rings of the Grand Tenant, and the other day I have a Toyota. Yeah, how much is it costing for you to fill up, if you don't mind answering that? Katie said Trump is amazing. Okay. Marco Marina said it's crazy nowadays. He's buying extra stuff at the store and buying eggs in the street. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get them from the low, man. Somebody on the comment said buy the eggs from not a farmer, but somebody who got chickens. You can buy eggs from somebody like that. Dustin laughed at you. Dustin said my 401k is up. Wow, that's a miracle, because most 401k right now are down. But good, man. We want to hear that good news that your 401k is up. That's a good thing. JP said they all do things through executive orders. Man, Trump had more executive orders than anybody. He got 100 and some executive orders in less than 90 days. So he does use executive orders, but it's to help the billionaires. It's not to help the working people. Skipping Sigma. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Cost about the same. Yeah, cost right now is a little bit higher. It ain't bad. But if we don't stop this war, tariff war with China, things are going to get ugly real soon. It's projected that the cars and the prices of the cars are going to go up no later than a month if things don't change right now. Ryan James, that no tax on tips, that must be next time. It ain't this time, man. I filed taxes, so I know. All the taxes on, I'm not going to tax it. That ain't true. C-Dub said no tax on tips or overtime, never going to happen. That's a good point, because I filed taxes and I know it didn't happen this time. Maybe next time, but it didn't happen this time. '84 Porsche, but I know he's using premium. Jeremy said my dad has a 22 Porsche Macan GTS, and it usually costs him about 80 to fill up. Yeah, he's using that top dollar gas too. I use that regular, so it's a big difference. You got regular, you got mid, and he probably using that top grade. Miss Tizzo said my 401k is blasting also. Man, God bless y'all. That's a good thing. But the average 401k, rock with the stock market, and the stock market is down. But thank God that yours is up. You said yours is up, but the stock market is down. So you got a special 401k. Dustin said, got chickens, eggs are always free. Yeah, my grandmom had chickens before she passed away. She had chickens, man, and first I thought it was crazy to eat them chicken eggs. They be brown and all that, but they be just as good too. Thank you for sharing that, Dustin. It said you got chickens, eggs are always free. C-Dub said most of his executive orders are unconstitutional. Yes, at least questionable at the least. I was reading something today on that about he got over 100 executive orders. Thanks, C-Dub, for sharing that. Matizzo said, I'm not a billionaire. Me either. I think none of us on here are billionaires. Demon Slayer said the deflationary of my truck is tariffs in my truck tent for the car, and the truck is in the area, and the truck tent pole is in the 19. I didn't quite understand that though. Hey, my man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a warning. WS6 handyman. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to go ahead and delete that, man, before I have to delete you. Volo, show up for midterms. That's a fact. Show up. That's a fact. Appreciate that. Show up for midterms, man, because it's really important, man. We talk about change and things you want, and that's for both sides. Show up to the polls, man. Tanuki, what up? Tanuki, that's a sad thing, man. We putting ourselves in the corner, and you said America alone. That's what it's going to be, because we want to be a big bully and just go against everybody. Right now, it's going to be America against the world, and that's not a good look. Cool Gear said America has fallen, and it has. JR Buzz 909, 69 Mustang, fastback. How much do it cost you to fill your car up, though? Jeremy said the E41 worked $48 for a full tank of premium. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I'd have spent more than that on regular for certain vehicles. Dustin? Listen, Multi 8H, right? That's a difficult question, because then you're going to say who hit first, and because the question was, let me read your question: Israel or Palestine, who is in the right? We're going to go way back to like 1948 when they first came and took the land from the Palestinians. So that's a long conversation, man, and it's like really deeper than what people on here are ready. Because a lot of people gonna say Israel is right and they did this, but then on the flip side, Palestinians been fighting for that land for a long time. But that's a good question. That's a great question. How would you feel if somebody took your land for generations and generations, and you trying to keep fighting to get it back? And make sure y'all like this channel. Like this video. Also, if you have not done it, subscribe to the channel. Moon Shadows song said Trump will not fight Iran with his kids, but sure will send somebody else's. Right. And another thing, they want to big boy these countries, want to fight everybody. His kids ain't going to be there, but he's going to send me and you and our children there to do that. CSKDB said, what happened in Florida? Okay, to bring you up to speed, CS, it was another mass shooting at Florida State at the college. I think they just 2 people unalive and like 5 people injured. Somebody else shot up a school, basically, is what happened. JP, it's 100 executive orders. I got the whole the orders. It's several ones, but that's going to take a whole conversation that we probably can't even have right here. But JP asks, which executive orders do you disagree with? There's a lot of them that I personally disagree with, but I got the executive orders. I know what executive orders he made, but it's too much for right now. He did over 100, JP, and I know you know that if you keep up with it. Junior Buzz 909 said, I got chicken, ducks, and quail. Send me some of that quail, man. I like that quail. Ordermine 559 said, yo, Mark. Yo, Ordermine 559, what up? Welcome to the chat. Gandalf said, you look, see how you judging a book by its cover. Gandalf said, you look like the kind of guy who supports Israel. I didn't say that. See how y'all take words out of my mouth, man? Golly. X-Rays Squeeze said, hey, X-Rays. No, X-Rays Quest. I'm sorry. X-Rays Quest said, hey, JP said Trump is the only president who actually does what he promises. No, he lied. He do a lot of lying. He the only, I'm gonna give him this, JP. He the president that does the most lying. One thing he did fulfill his promise on, he said he was going pardon them I call them racist organizations, neo-Nazis for January 6th, and they pardoned 1,600 of those. So yeah, he did that as far as that. During the campaign, they asked him about Project 2025, which we're seeing right now. He claimed not to know anything about it. So he don't do everything he say. He do a lot of lying, man. Be honest, JP. X-Ray Crest, what's up? Audemars said Grand Theft America. Dustin Webb say Democrats should try to run on some policies. They got policies. I'm not that, man. I'm not identified as anything. If I do vote, when I do, I'm gonna look at the policies and look at what's going on. I ain't gonna support nobody blindly, and I'm not gonna say I support him 100%. But on this live, we have people that say, a lot of them that say they couldn't disagree with anything that Trump did. That's a problem. Tanuki, thank you. JP, problem is it's hurting Americans and it's hurting us. We haven't even begun to feel the full effect of this tariff game that he's playing. And guess what? Trump got the keys to turn this off if he just humble himself, but he's not going to do that. Trump promises made, promises broken. You better believe it. See, Dub, you're right. Mestizo, but rich in God, my friend. Live in another country where a can of sardines and a hand of rice, and they never complain like us here. Hey, man. Mestizo, that's a fact, man. We do got it better, but we only, you can't measure what you don't have. So we only measuring, or people are only measuring by here in the United States. And I know of some other places, even in Africa. Not only Africa, it could be Haiti, it could be, several places. But thank you for sharing that. Junior Buzz say he paying like 80 to fill up. So they're both wrong. You right, man. This is what they say when oh, you talking about Josh, you talking about Israel and Palestine? That's what I'm saying. That's a hard situation. Or you talking about Democrat and Republican? Because if you're talking about Palestine and Israel, you got to look at it through the lens of Palestinians. And then if you're on Israel's side, look at it through the lens of Israel. So Palestinians feel like they're fighting for their freedom, they're fighting for their land. But that's a deep discussion to have. I would love to have it, but we got to really be honest about that to even talk about it. Dustin said, don't care enough about that subject. What subject is that, Dustin? Dustin said, that's not our fight, just like Ukraine and Russia. But Dustin, the United States has been guilty for arming Israel for years. It has always been our fight. The tanks that they see attacking them, they know they come from the United States. So Palestine not only hate Israel, they hate the United States. So I get what you're saying, though. Thomas Washington said, man, you are absolutely right. But what can we do about it? Leave it to God. That's a good thing, man, because a lot of time we do stress ourselves out about stuff that we can't change or handle, but we only human. We're going to have feelings about certain things that's important to us. But he said, leave it to God. Okay, much respect. Kashim Petgrave, would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Oh, man. Keyshawn, delete that thing, man, before I block you off of this channel. God gives you your potential. Nobody's whining, man. Dustin said, sad. Miss said they're still mad at David and Goliath. The little guy beat that big guy. They're still bent out of shape over the agreement. Read your Bible, people. yo, you wrong, Mestizo. Mestizo, you wrong for that. Dustin, this ain't the platform for that. Do you even know the executive orders that he made? Can you name one? Because some of y'all just follow anything Trump do. Can you honestly name one that you support that's worthy of supporting? Marv said, "Oh, you all right?" Marv, I'm good, man. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. Somebody said unalive is not a word. But y'all know what I meant when I said it. Thank you, though. Oh, Marv said quail eggs. Right. But I like the quail chickens. The quail themselves, the bird quail. I haven't had the quail eggs, Marv. I haven't. But I ate quail plenty of times. Roscoe Chicken and Waffle said, "What up, guys? God bless." Okay. Dustin, true. Appreciate that. Olive said, "If that orange dude is talking, he is definitely lying. He does have a history of lying, man. Everybody on here know that. But anyway, if he said he was going to attack universities during his campaign, some of the people who voted for him would not have voted for him. If he would have said that he was going to fire federal employees, fire veterans, some of the people who voted for him wouldn't have voted for him. So, Dustin, you wrong. He lied about a lot of stuff, man, and continued to lie. Tyler Wolf, they all lie. You're right, Tyler. Tyler, you're right. Somebody said, so what? He lies. Okay. Olive, they did run on policies, but some didn't want to hear that. Ran on real policies because the state of the country now is worse off even then. She spoke about actual policies. Any farmers out there? Because I heard people say they got chickens. The Inflation Reduction Act was set up by Harris and Biden. That would give funds to farmers to help balance out them bills. Trump taking away that. Farmers are struggling under Trump. If Trump would have told them that, they would not have voted for him. Since Warren said, we don't humble ourselves to anyone. That's what's up. So you want to fold to China. No, what is happening today is their arrogance is being exposed. Their bigotry, their hatred, and even their racism is being exposed. J.D. Vance called Chinese peasants because they look at everybody beneath them. That's just the truth. It just came out in an interview while he was on Fox. He said he called Chinese people peasants. But they responded to that, man. They got him good. Dustin said it takes time to set up new trade deals. If Trump knew that, you need to be Trump's advisor. If Trump knew that in the beginning, he wouldn't have did this haphazard stuff, put out tariffs, take them back. I'm going to pause. That tells that he don't have a clue, man. He's incompetent. But y'all got sole confidence in this man. But I respect it. That's where y'all at. But he has shown that he's not ready for this. And then even with China, he backpedaled on appliances like the iPhone, the tablets, and computers. Trump ain't about what he's saying about, and he don't want that smoke with China. So he need to fold. I'm not saying that don't do it, but he did this recklessly. And America's going to pay for it. We're going to pay. I'm going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. But Trump didn't do this right, man. All the economists are telling them to do it another way. And the reason why he paused the tariffs, because his billionaire buddies were hurting. He had to, we have tariffs on the whole world. They told him, said, man, we're going to go under. Pause these tariffs. It wouldn't help you or me. So y'all can keep supporting these tariffs and see where it get us. Somebody talking about David and Goliath. Come on, man. You said it. I read it. We not. Standing on the line said, that's for real, though. Mark, that's all you got to say. You can't bring nothing to the table. You got to say something crazy. Olive B said, yep, we have been in that fight for decades, sending weapons and money. Thank you, Olive. But they know that. So Palestinians know that. They know that we've been sending money and weapons to Israel. So somebody initially asked who was right or wrong. Palestinians are fighting for their land. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be hard to have that comment standing on the line said, if Israel didn't stop these terrorist groups, see, from your mind, you call them terrorists. Only way for you to relate if you had land that a stronger country came and took, and then you fighting to get it back. But they called you terrorists. So that's a deeper conversation. And it would take people to be open to even have that conversation. A lot of people not ready for that conversation. Ms. Garza, listen, the United States is actually charging China 145% tariffs right now. China has countered with 125%. And now Trump is mad at the federal government because he knows we're going to suffer, and he's begging for them to lower interest rates. No, Trump, you back off of these tariffs, sit down with your peoples and get it right, and then start all over. But where we at now is not a good look. And you're going to lose against China. America is going to be by yourself because their market is bigger than our market. And they will find others to trade with, like Europe, like Canada, like Japan. We're in a losing battle, man. Dustin, you don't even know. I got all those executive orders, but I'm not wasting my time on that. Especially if you was gonna come here and talk about it, you could have brought it and said, listen, this such and such executive order that I support. But we know we deal with a president who lies all the time and tell y'all it's sunny and roses are out when we struggling. That's why Trump is so mad and want to fire the man over the Fed. The chairman of the Fed, he want to fire him because he know it ain't all good. Y'all know it ain't all good. But whatever he say, y'all want to echo what he say. Man, America is in a mess right now. David Hugh, what's up? Yellow said he lies like he breathes. That's all the time. Moon Shadow said, religion, he said, you may not like what I say, but religion messes this world up. I'm going to read that again. I'm not even going to elaborate on it. I'm going to read it. He said, you may not like what I say, but religion, he's saying, messes this world up. Okay. Trump doesn't like the trade deficit. Well, how about you make better products that Europe wants to buy? Listen, Tanuki, that's powerful. All you got to do is make, you know what I'm saying, better products. Like Chinese make everything. China make everything. And guess what? We can't be mad at that. We cannot be mad at China for doing what they do. They running circles around us right now. China is running circles around the United States. China is running circles around the United States as far as producing. So thank you for sharing that. So Tanuka saying, make cars we want. Don't try to win through big boy, because you ain't gonna win like that. People want the free market. They're gonna buy where they want to buy. And that's gonna always be from here on out. You can make something here all you want. But if don't nobody buy it, your products aren't superior. So thank you for sharing that. Angelo, Zacarelli. Only thing we can do is hope he doesn't ruin our country, and in 4 years we will be free from this dictatorship. Because that's what it is. It's really a dictatorship. It's surprising, but it's not surprising. A lot of people is supporting everything he do, and these are people who say we believe in democracy, and whether you call it a republic, it's a republic. It's both. The practice is a democracy. The vote, the freedom, democracy. But people that say they support that is letting him be a dictator and riding with him. We are F said don't want poison food. Okay. Eduardo Alvarez, Iglesias, Black Power, dude. Thank you. Jose said, because that's the way Chinese treat their people. Know what it is? That's how Vance and Trump treat their people. That's why he can easily call somebody peasants. If you don't do that, you wouldn't do it because they treat theirs. You will call them out on treating them like that. But it's in their nature to think like superior. Because some white people do think they superior. That's a problem. And that's why J.D. Vance got on national TV and called Chinese peasants. You're peasants. Come on, that wasn't right. No kind of way. Olive said, you're speaking facts. Matt said, he's calling the people a China peasant because the dictatorship. No, don't make it. See how y'all make excuses for everything they do? He called people peasants because it's in his heart. That's how they look at people. And they look at minorities in this country the same way. That's why they're able to just snatch a man up illegally and ship him to El Salvador. Because that's how they think. They feel like they're superior and everybody other than them is beneath them. That's why they call them peasants. Y'all said that is no excuse. Exactly. So he got results. Didn't Mexico put people on the border? Okay. We didn't get no results out of this economy, though. See, he got y'all looking at the wrong things. We didn't get no results as far as America because he promised on day one. That's another thing he lied about. He was going to fix this economy. But he was warned by the other side. Listen, man, don't listen to this man lying. This man is going to take us down. And that's exactly what he's done so far. He ain't get nobody to the table. He lied to y'all and said, I got 70 phone calls of countries. That was the biggest lie from the pits of hell. If he got so many phone calls, why did he pause the tariffs? He would have made the deals. Ain't nobody calling the U.S. begging for no deals. He begging China right now, backdooring. But they ain't going for it. They said, humble yourself, respect our people, show some dignity, and then we can come to the table. That's what China told him. Jose said the chips were under a national security list. Yellow said this administration is seriously disrespectful to the entire world, and they are. They do it so normally, right? They be so disrespectful on a regular that when they do it, there's no shame because that's what they feel. They've been treating blacks like this. They've been treating minorities like this. So for them to do it, it's normal to them because we're superior. That's what they feel. Thanks, YOLO. Olive said Orange Dude has not a clue. Well, Olive said President Trump has not a clue with his all over the place tariffs. He don't even know what he's doing with that. Jose said the 10% tariffs are still on. Yeah, and we haven't even felt the full effect of that. That's what I'm telling y'all. By next month, and prices are already up. By next month, the cars, we're going to fill in on the autos. But thanks for sharing that, Jose. Said the 10% tariffs are still on. Yeah, they're on, but we ain't even really feel them for real yet. We will start feeling them real soon. Megasaurus Rex said, not a billionaire in this country hurting. Not right now. They was hurting during them tariffs. They was hurting during the tariffs, man. The stock market was so far down, that represented the money that they lost. Hey, listen, man, y'all here getting this information. Make sure you like this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tanuki said, also, we buy a lot of digital products. Amazon, Netflix, Google, Apple, etc. That's included in Trump's math. Edargo, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Matt said he paused the reciprocal tariffs. There's still a 10% tariff on. Right. We haven't even felt the full effect of that yet. So y'all think it's bad now? It's getting bad. And playing this game, this dirty game with China, it's going to get even worse. So Angelo said in 4 more years, we'll have a fresh start, and he would be constitutionally disqualified from running for a 3rd term. Jose said, have you seen China? The people are freaking out. Factories closing. Man, we got factories over here laying off. Do your research. Stellantis, the automaker, laid off 1,000 people, man. We feeling it over here, man. China gonna be all right. This one thing the Chinese said. We've been around here for 5,000 years. Listen to this, man, because some of y'all think real small. And they say we'll be around another 5,000. How old is the United States? Tell me that. Anybody know how old is the United States? Olive B said, Matt Raman, you know he was around arrogant and he was being arrogant and condescending. That's normal to them. That's the norm. McGesser said in 4 years, it would be another Republican to continue where Trump started. Okay. Tanuki said dollar is not safe anymore. Jose, 150 countries confirmed negotiation. Where you get that from? Fox News? Ain't no 150 countries confirmed no negotiation. Another lie from the pits of hell. President Trump was on TV, this is just yesterday, lying that the economy is good and eggs are lower. He doesn't know because he don't buy no eggs. But he know he got a lie to y'all because if he say it, y'all gonna believe it. Guess what? Not me, Trump. I checks it out and the prices are high. Carry that lie back to where you got it from, man. Matt, all what you said is good, but still the American people gonna hurt, man. The American people gonna hurt. But we got a president who really don't care about American people. All he care about are the billionaires you spoke about. His billionaire buddies. That's all he care about, man. Himself, his family, and his billionaire buddies. Sassy Matt said exactly. Okay. Jose, listen, man. I should tell you to go watch my old videos because I really don't like having to repeat myself. But I already said what he lied about. I'm not promising to read everybody's comment. So don't act like that. Don't act like you big boy and something. Don't act like Trump on here. You ain't read my comment. And what? Dustin Webster said federal workforce reduction is another one. Hey, listen, all you wise guys on here, tell me where that $1 billion that's missing from Doge this week. Because y'all all rather about fraud and waste. And I've been telling y'all from the get-go, the biggest fraud and waste is Trump and Elon Musk. That's the biggest fraud and waste. I don't watch MSNBC. I got a lot of sources, but I tell you this, I don't rely on Fox News. Didn't they get sued for 700 million? Can somebody answer that? One of you MAGAs answer that question. Didn't Fox News get sued for being fake news? 700 million. Do a research, come back and you tell me. Cliff, I know you ain't got no substance because you following the president who don't allow you to think for yourself. So I would expect the negativity that you just said. Neo Shapiro said, I agree. America is a hot mess now. Name an executive order, Dustin, that help you as a citizen. Let's do it. Let's go. Don't talk that slick stuff. Dustin, I'm talking to you, man. Name one executive order. And don't talk about, oh, he talking about same-sex marriage. I'm talking about that help you financially. You name one. Let's go, man. Dustin, what, Wester? Dustin Wester, I'm talking to you. Name one executive order that help you financially. Let's do it. Sassy Mo. See, they don't know about that. A lot of stuff they don't know because Trump don't tell them. Thanks for sharing that. Said Trump wants to make America great again. Why doesn't he bring his businesses here like he talk about? Why is his businesses elsewhere? Any MAGA can answer that. Neil said, we certainly can. China wants free access to our markets, but we don't have free access to theirs. Well, they got the products. They can do that. While America was so busy mistreating their people, they got 60 years of mistreating of African Americans. Chinese was running the circles around them. So don't get mad at them. Get mad at your peoples, man, for what they did. That's why they behind right now. Now y'all mad at China. Come on, man. China been working for years, man. United States is still young. This country is 5,000 years old, man. Matt, if American made goods is inferior as far as the products and how it's made, ain't nobody gonna want to buy it anyway. They still gonna buy from other places. Sign up. When they say democracy, they're not talking. See, some of y'all, that's why Elon Musk wanted to close down the Department of Education. Sign up said it has a democratic practice, but it's a republic. Listen, a democracy is not a Democrat or Republican practice, man. Y'all some of the funniest cats around, man. One of you MAGAs educate that man, please. He thought a democracy was Democrat. Boy, somebody get this man off of here and teach him something, please. But let me show y'all this video in a minute. Matt, he only been in there in 100 days and he didn't destroy America this quick, and you still support him? That says a lot. Click McDonough said, just wondering why the government is still letting Trump do what he wanted. Some people benefiting from this, but I tell you this, it ain't me or you. There's a lot of people made money and still making money off of this mess that he got the country in. People benefiting from this. Olive saying those farmers are crying on TikTok. Yes, they are. They benefited from it, something President Biden put in place, the Inflation Reduction Act, and now Trump taking that away, and now they hurting. Olive B, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, they on TikTok crying. Okay, Ant-Man, look like you saying something good here. Said Ant-Man said, we have always produced superior products until we priced ourselves out of employment. Cheap labor and inferior materials took over. I don't know about inferior materials, man. All them expensive stuff that we didn't think was made in China, the Louis Vuitton, all these superior products, name brands that you might use, they was made in China. The truth is coming out now. Did you not see that? So don't say inferior. These people making the best of the best. Sassy Mo said, can you imagine what Vance calls Americans? I can. Yeah, but I want y'all to watch this with me. I got a video of a MAGA who regretted her vote. I want y'all to watch this, and then we're going to get back. I want y'all to watch this video.
This flag used to hang there. This was.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get it right. But I sure got something for y'all to watch.
This flag used to hang there. This was the flag Jennifer Piggott proudly hung outside her home during campaign 2024.
Can y'all see it?
I had the shirt.
She a straight MAGA.
I was a MAGA junkie. A MAGA junkie.
She was a MAGA junkie.
Her job would be safe with Donald Trump in office. She was wrong.
She's a federal employee.
It's scary, you know, it's a really scary thing. And
she got fired. Now she regret her vote. I want y'all to see that.
He's a good boy. Piggott was abruptly fired last month from the Treasury Department's Bureau.
Let me come out of that.
Based here in Parkersburg, West Virginia. The reason.
So, did y'all see that? That was a video of a MAGA. She got a flag in front of her house and all that, supported Trump, ended up being one of the federal employees who got fired. Now she regret her vote. What's your thoughts on that? Anybody got to say anything about the MAGA lady I just showed y'all? She was a hardcore MAGA, voted for Trump, all that, flag in front of the house, and she one of the ones that lost her job through Trump's irresponsible firing. See, I want y'all to pay attention to sign-ups racism. See, it comes out in them, especially when you hit them where it hurt. They ain't got nothing to resort to but call you a name. Where did he? And this is what he said. I'm going to read it. In El Salvador, illegal aliens shipped back to his country. Where did you want to send him? Africa? yo, it's funny, but it ain't funny because it's in a lot of people's heart. And those are most of the people that supported Trump think like that. They think like Vance, condescending, think they superior. Man, everybody equal, man. Cut that out. Cut that out. I want y'all to comment on a lady you just saw. She got fired and now she regret her vote. Talk about it. Anybody? Anybody, man? Anybody? Sassy Mo said China has been China way before this land was named the United States. That's a big point. And they could have said some nasty stuff like, while y'all was in caves, they could have really went there on y'all. They could have really took it there. With all this superiority, condescending, looking down on everybody, like the last comment guy said, where you want to send her, to Africa? Because that's what's in some of y'all hearts, man. It's crazy. Jimmy Mine said, what's up, big bro? What's happening? KK Fro said, will you fess up when the prices go down in 4 months? Hey, listen, man, don't hold your breath. I know you believe in Trump real good in your heart and you think he gonna bless you and this and that. You ain't in the plans, man. You are not in the plans. Ain't none of that new to me. Talking about you should read this or you should read that. Come on, man. I think you should read some stuff. And probably read it again to get a better understanding of what you say to read. I ain't got to read. I know after, they brought them from Germany, they sent them over there and took the land and gave to Israel. That's basic. That's 101. That ain't even got to be researched for real. That's public information. G. Wayne, talking about a few things, man. The first I started off with giving condolences to the victims in Florida State. I know you know about the mass shooting. That's what we talked about, but it always lead up with Trump. People gonna say some stuff that then I gotta address this or address that. Sassy Mo said the wealthy are walking around with cheap handbags. They don't know the story because Trump don't tell them that kind of stuff. So Sassy Mo, 529, they don't realize China made all that stuff. China is the truth. It says the wealthy are walking around with cheap handbags. That stuff was made in China, but what they did, they sent it to another country for them. They'll put a button on it to do one thing, and then they'll say made in that country. Even made here, but it was actually originally made in China. Yo, DTWT, he said he got 70 to 100 states calling him, but it's only 50 states. Now the rest, where the rest come from? And he was talking about countries, though. He wasn't talking about states. Hey, Neo, I will block your clown behind, man. Don't come on here talking crazy, man. Know who you think you're talking to. Y'all do all this keyboard stuff. Be disrespectful. What you here for? Bounce. Jennifer had lots of trolls and bots here. Yeah, it probably is. Allison, I'm still waiting for egg prices to go down. Dustin said, yeah, China's starting to feel the effects. We gonna hurt way worse than China, man. So I don't know what you think of China feeling. The United States is feeling it. But you got an incompetent president. He don't care nothing about that. So the man that says something about 4 months, I want you to come back on this live and confess and humble yourself and apologize. Because if Trump don't humble himself in 4 months, things gonna get worse. Hey, let me go and get rid of this Neo. I don't play like that, man. bounce. Anybody else need to bounce, man? Because you disrespectful on this live. I'm getting you out of here. No, just have a victim mentality. Why aren't any of the successful African Americans complaining? That ain't had nothing to do with none of our conversation, man. Olive said Jennifer Parr, yes. Sassy Mo said, good morning, just shut down some plants in China, just canceled Boeing jets. See, they don't keep up with that. They don't know all that China doing. China said they in for the long haul. And he said, if these bigots don't humble themselves, then we in for the long haul. So they better get some humble in them real quick. Bradley James said trolls and bots. Oh, size up. I forgot to get him. He wanted to be gone. Let me get rid of this clown. That's another one down. Tammy. Anything to support Trump. I know y'all got to keep supporting him, but he gets smacked around like a rag doll. And this economy is not doing good. Prices are up. And it's going to get worse. So, Tammy, we going to fold before China fold. You need to understand that. They've been here way longer than the United States, and they're going to continue to be longer. Bradley said they're called humanoids. Okay, I guess he's talking about bots. Tammy, seeing them stated the eggs are down. That ain't true. Why do y'all lie like your president do? They were just fact checking Trump when he lied yesterday and said prices are down. Prices are up. So stop your lies, because I know you got it from Fox. CZ, that document ain't nothing special about that. People already know about that stuff. They know about Israel and the situation over there, man. Share something that we don't know, though. Jennifer said, yeah, trolls don't talk. They just spew hate. I had to delete a couple of them, man, off of here. They can be a bot. They can be whatever they want to be, but be respectful when you come on here. Ali B said, dude literally said he never heard the word groceries. And I'm supposed to believe he actually knows what eggs cost in the stores. Exactly. Prices are up, man. Let me see. Countries have made new deals. Dustin says, man, y'all drink that Trump juice all day. 70 countries have made deals with the U.S. new deals. Boy. But they say it's a cult, man. They say it's a cult. So continue to be in the cult. Sassy Mo said, if billionaires cared, this world would not have no hunger, have hunger or the homelessness like they do. Thank you for sharing that. Tammy Pierce said, where's the 20 million from Kamala? Hey, listen, Tammy, this is for Tammy right here. Tell us where the $1 billion that Doge, who y'all believe in, they looking for waste and fraud. They're missing $1 billion this week. Do your research. Come back and tell me where that $1 billion at, Tammy. This for you. $1 billion. $1 billion off of Doge. They erased it off the site that they claim that they have saved. Now it's gone. We want you to get on the job and tell us where that's at. Tammy, go do it. Let us know. Olive said, sign up. So where's the price of eggs? I might have got rid of sign up. He was talking crazy. I think I had to drop him. Michael, the largest, I want you to do your research, Michael. The largest lawsuit against a network was Fox News, the largest, 700 million. Do your research and come back to this live. Let me know what you find out. Right. Thank you, Sassy. She is not in office, but they want to deflect. Dustin said they admitted in an error. That was no error, man. That was not no error. It was an error from the beginning that they lied and said we find it waste and fraud. That was the error. That was the biggest lie. Because the fraud is Elon Musk getting these contracts, President Trump charging people millions while he go play at his own golf course, but the bill go to taxpayers. Olive said, yes, they were sued for lying, had to pay up. Michael said, it's always been a mess and always will be. Waiting on Dustin. So I said, waste, Trump golfing weekends, Super Bowl, NASCAR, wrestling. We talking millions. That's where the waste and fraud is at. That's where the waste and the fraud is actually at. Dustin said, I'll tell you, but you won't see it for 20 minutes. I didn't get that, Dustin. Cali is suing Trump. Yeah, I saw that, John Doe. Yeah. Yeah, they suing him. Oh, Alpo, my fault. He said the phone's shaking. Let me put it down. Put it back on the thing. Alpo said, sorry, do you have a phone stand? The shaking may be a little much for the photosensitive like me. Okay. Alpo, did that help you? Did that help you any? Olive, they don't want to hear it. You already hurt some feelings with that, Olive B. All that MAGA gear is made in China. His minions about to be broke. Yeah. But also I do want to share this too, right? Olive B, they do have a plant in California that does make MAGA gear also. But there's a lot of stuff made in China as well. Thanks for sharing that. Alpo, he said Ronald Reagan said that was one of his biggest mistakes behind tariffs. Read up now. I got videos on that. Subscribe to my channel, man, so you can get that real, that Ricky Raw stuff, man. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. I got that on video. I got his speech on video when he talks about, the tariffs. And then he go back to the 1930s and how tariffs hurt Americans and help them. They fell deeper into the deep depression back then, the Great Depression. I'm sorry. God, I'm not coming here as a Democrat. You must came in late and all that. So this ain't a Democrat Republic thing. That's y'all stuck on that. MAGA and Trumpets are stuck there. My thing is speaking as an American citizen and speaking on what I see. Don't be so defensive. Alpo said, Bernie? Yeah, Bernie. What do you mean not Bernie? Bernie's independent. For real, for real. Trump is just a 90s Democrat. That's what Kai Fro said. Listen, masks are serious. Rex, let me school you, man. You coming on the wrong line with that stuff. Listen, the gig is up. China has revealed Louis Vuitton is not made in Italy. This is the game which y'all ain't on. Let me school you for a minute. Y'all listen up real good. It was made in China factories for cheap. They'll send it to Italy and these other countries, even the United States. They'll put one button on it or one zipper on it and say made in Italy or made in Vietnam or made in the United States. A lot of that stuff was made in China. Do your research. They telling it all, man. You late to the game. All that stuff you thought was made here was from Paris. It's from here. Made in China, man. OB said one question. Listen, we're going to stay on topic. That's a whole nother topic, though. But we're going to stay on topic, man. You're getting on that. You know, talking about Carmelo Anthony and the other guy, the Metcalf kid. Thanks for throwing that. That is a good topic, but we on something else right now. CZ said Russia, China. No, the one that need to be examined is you, man. Because you're dealing with a real one here. A thoroughbred who know exactly what he's doing, know what he's saying, research it. You know? But listen, man, check this out. If you really want to learn some stuff, man, you check this channel out and you'll learn. Don't come here and say, well, that's Republican, that's Democrat. Man, forget all that, man. Come here and get this free game and you'll learn some good stuff. All the stuff you thought was made in Italy and Spain and wherever, a lot of that stuff is made in China. That's why Trump ain't got a chance in this, man. They run in circles around the United States. But back to my regularly scheduled program. Sassy Mo says billionaires don't have a side. They are all just players, like Monopoly. They ask you to pick a side to put you against one another. Thank you for sharing that. For their entertainment while they racking the dough. That's what it's about. Alpo said you should leave. You should leave, brother. Thank you, Alpo. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Alpo said a lot of them regret their vote. Then they realized he was going to hurt them too, not just other people. See, they thought it was going to, they did think it was going to affect other people. This is, OB, they're saying, I ain't going to entertain it. Let me skip that. Let me go and skip that. He ain't talking about nothing. Let me see. Oh, I lost a job a couple of years ago and found another one. Okay, whatever he's talking about. Kai Fro said, Judas ain't going to turn my vote against Jesus. Wow. But see, this is a sad situation, man. That's why they call it a cult, man. You just said Trump was Jesus. Boy, y'all so funny. I love these lives, man, because I get to hear y'all. It ain't hearsay no more. I get to hear y'all speak the stuff that y'all don't even realize you saying. On my live the other day, I asked, man, name one thing that y'all disagree with Trump. You know, it was a whole, I think that day I had like 3,000 views. Only 6 people was able to say they had anything to disagree with Trump about. Everybody else said they agree 100% with President Trump. A husband don't even agree 100% with his wife. Y'all serious, man. Boy, there's some funny stuff here. DEI Slayer said, that's why we won. See, y'all didn't win. The billionaires won. We all, as Americans, lost, man, but you don't get it through your head. Somebody just put a comment to try to help y'all. But y'all, in your mind, in this cult, I don't know, man, but much prayers for y'all, man. I wish y'all the best. Listen, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're just getting in. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. And subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you subscribe. But there's some funny stuff, man. CR, we didn't say everybody, but it's people. I just showed the clip of the video, the female. She was straight MAGA. She regret her vote, man, because he didn't do what he said he was going to do. He didn't say nothing about firing employees, because guess what? At these jobs, it's Democrats and Republicans. It's veterans and civilians that work there. He don't care about none of that. Ali B said, OB, we know where your brain's at. Okay, CZ, I can't even, it's all initials, but CZ, you know who I'm talking about. He said, it's fine. There are ways to make money in the world if you always work hard. Situations don't define the success. That's good. Tammy said Trump is doing everything he said he would do. Some stuff he didn't say he was going to do, man. So, did he say anything about taking Canada? Did he say anything about taking Greenland? So don't say he doing what he said, man. But this is the truth, though. Whatever he do, some of y'all just go with it. It can be violating the Constitution. Did he say he was going to violate the Constitution? Because when we say USA, USA, we saying we support the Constitution. So don't try to throw that this way. But thank you for trying it. Good try. Kai Fro said job security is a joke. It is a joke. That MAGA lady thought she had job security, man. You work for the federal government. That was known to be a secure job. State jobs have been known to be secure. But then there go Trump. So DEI, yo, DEI Slayer Ryan Street. Listen, he said we won. Let me do the we won dance. We won. We won. We won. Guess what? Americans lost, man. Keep saying we won. The only people who won in this situation are the billionaires. You didn't win. Angelo said, just like Trump said when he was campaigning last year, all I care about is your vote. Unfortunately, that lady had to find out the hard way. She one of the ones you call, she effed around and found out. There's many more videos like that. There's a lot of videos. See, y'all can't disagree. That's what I mean, like puppets. Because y'all won't disagree with anything until it hit home. If the attack on Medicaid hit your grandparents and they can't pay for their medicine, then y'all gonna have issues. The sad reality, y'all don't care about nobody but yourselves. Because you don't care until it hit home. And then you'll be on there just like that lady was. And I got plenty of videos of people who regret their vote. But they don't regret it until it hit home. Just like it's videos of these farmers who he hurting right now. Did Trump say he was going to hurt farmers? No, he said he was going to make the economy great. So that's what I'm saying. But y'all can't be honest, though. Hey, Deal Gab, I know you don't know no better, being a Trump supporter anyway, but be respectful on here. Go ahead, you delete your comment. Talk about what up. I'm not Tiger Woods. Before I have to delete you. Brandon, you like my green screen? Only reason I put my green screen, I got a nice background, but when I do it on the phone, it shows backwards. When I do it on my computer, it shows right. So since I got to explain to you, that you understand, so I put my green screen up. You get it? Get it? Got it? I did the flip. My phone is flipped, but for some reason, when it transferred to the thing on here, it still shows backwards. I done flipped my phone. I done took it off a mirror. I did all that, but it still showed backwards. So I just put my green screen up. Dustin, the tariffs are not going to work, man. It's already showing. China not going to back down. And Trump's so arrogant, if he don't back down, because he don't care about citizens, y'all can hurt, we can be in soup lines. He don't care nothing about that, which is sad. Trump need to humble himself and back down for the sake of Americans. Kai said, in all seriousness, I enjoy listening to your perspective. God bless. Man, God bless you too, man. Dill said, Grim screen usually has a background. Why don't you turn it on and make something? No, I put up a real green. I paid for that. I bought a green screen like a sheet. I bought that and I put that up because my original background, right, is going to show backwards. I tried plenty of things. When I do it on my computer, it show forward. It don't show backwards. OB, you still here, man? I thought you was gone, man. OB, hit the like since you hanging around. You and your MAGA friends, go ahead hit the like. Like this video, man. You still hanging around. OB said Obama did a lot of the stuff Trump doing, but people loved him. Name something that Trump is doing right now, like violating the Constitution. Name something that he's doing or that Obama did that Trump's doing now. A lot of this is the first. Finance Gaming TV, so everyone knows China makes a lot. Man, China is making a lot. They running circles around us, man. The United States got to step their game up big time. I got to read this. Sassy Mo 529 said our government has a government within a government within a government. There's so much going on. Everyone is just trying to get their fix. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of players. Listen, you know how they say, of the people, for the people, and by the people? Right now, it's of the billionaires, for the billionaires, by the billionaires. That's as far as the government and all these backdoor meetings that's going on. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening. But let me go back because I started off, on a real good note. Let's send prayers and our condolences to the victims, man, of the Florida State shooting. Can we do that? Can we send the prayers and the condolences to the victims of the Florida State mass shooting? I'll say you should definitely block some on here. Yeah, I can't see them all, but if y'all notice something, let me know. And they getting blocked. He mad. He's reading the truth. OB, you missed the video. I showed one of your MAGAs. They said they regret their vote, man. They got fired. There's a federal employee doing good. And he said they fired him for poor performance. She said her last evaluation, she exceeded standards. But y'all don't care about that. Finesse, you're a MAGA. You're a Trump man. You talking about somebody else. Tammy said egg prices are down 25%. That's the biggest lie from the pits of hell. Prices are up. There's no need even debating with y'all because y'all some of the same people who said you couldn't. There's nothing you disagree with Trump about. How can I debate against that? How can I even communicate or have a dialogue with y'all? Y'all said it's nothing you disagree with this man about. After you see all he doing, you still support that? Let me pull this up. Because they will lie just like how Trump lied. Danny D said, how much worse would it get? Good question, Danny. How much worse will it get? A lot of his supporters don't believe anything stink until they smell it. So they see stuff happening around them, but they're gonna keep that support. They're gonna keep that support going. It would take something to happen to them personally before they have the courage to say, I was wrong for voting for this guy. Y'all want to see the video again? Olivia said, I just have a functioning brain. They hate when you can think for yourselves, man. That's what makes us free. Trump don't allow them to think for themselves, because if they go against him any kind of way, if they disagree with Trump any kind of way, he gonna oust them. He already trying to attack professors, anybody who disagree with him, judges who disagree with him. He going after teachers. He's going after students. He taking visas from students, and he also attacking universities, plural. But guess what? Harvard said, nah, we ain't standing for that. You can take our funding. He trying to take that funding. He sick the IRS on them to take their tax exempt. Man, this is the worst. This is an oligarchy. It's a dictatorship. It's a mess, man. If anybody else would did half of the stuff that Trump is doing now, these same people who are here lying, because that's what they're doing is lying, they would be outraged. They would be outraged. But thank God, man, for open minds, have eyes to see, and being able to freely see, not afraid, oh, I can't say this, I can't disagree with him because he's going to oust me. That's how they do MAGA. That's how they do these Trumpettes, people who follow him blindly. Practice thinking for yourselves, please. Kazar, are you at your local grocery store now? If you are, take a picture of the prices, man. My man, you can't come in here and gaslight us. Take a picture of the groceries and put it in the comment. Tammy, I was just at the grocery store. I know prices are higher. I know that for a fact. So you can't gaslight me. You claim the price is cheaper. If you're out and about, go to your grocery store, take a picture, and put it out. Olive says spamming is such a low trolling move. Yeah. For y'all, I ain't got to provide a source. Y'all got to do that if y'all trying to debunk what I'm saying. I'm the one doing the live. Y'all got it messed up. See how Trump got y'all brains, man? I don't even blame y'all. I blame Trump. I only blame y'all for allowing him to do that. Because you can't think for yourself. You need him to think for you. Whatever Trump do is right. So you can't even distinguish right from wrong on your own. Oh, Trump did it? Oh, it's right. He violated the Constitution? It's right. He told me gas prices are down, food is down. He right. Take the picture and send it here on this live, man. Woodworking. He said, I got a farm, two dozen eggs. My man, so you understand how Biden helped you. If you got a farm, didn't you take advantage of that? The Biden thing? Inflation Reduction Act? Are you familiar with that? And now Trump is taking that. So thank you for sharing that. Woodworker said he got a farm. So I know you was blessed with them hundreds of thousands or whatever he gave you. He said, I have a farm, 2 dozen eggs a day. That's what's up. So you benefited from Biden. Moon Shadow said, tiny country. You mean? Let me get rid of Dutchie. USC, listen, AOC and Bernie is flying around against this dictatorship. They try to fight against Trump and his madness that y'all supporting. So don't hate on somebody standing up to the powers, speaking truth to power. Don't be upset with that. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. against this wicked government, this racist trash government that we got in Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk. I still want somebody on here to tell me where that $1 billion that's missing from Doge, where is the $1 billion? It's missing. This is recent. It just happened. Y'all study looking for waste and fraud. I done found it for you. I done help y'all out. But tell me where it's at, man. Tell me where it's at. Kai Fro already got rid of Dutchie. I ain't playing too many games. Fonz Gaming. We got a farmer on here. You talking about Kamala Harris. We got a farmer on here. Ask him how he benefited from the act from Biden and how Trump is taking it. You ask him, Fonz Gaming TV, because I know you don't know nothing about it. The Inflation Reduction Act. Help farmers out. Ask him, man. Stop coming on here disrespecting my queen. She helped break the tie to pass that. But you wouldn't know that, man. Olive said, okay, so many countries have called to make deals. Why won't they bother to name them? I would think they would be bragging. You know what? It's so crazy. They know they can lie to them without justification. He can just say it and they go with it. It's just beautiful. Everything's beautiful. When the stock market was down, he was saying everything is beautiful and they go with it. They ain't got no country to name because ain't no country made no deal. It's no deals. A blind person can see that. Thank you for pointing that out, Olive B. It said, I would think they'd be bragging everywhere about that. They would be. Sassy Mo said eggs are being imported from Turkey and South Korea and not from the USA because people are losing their farms. Vance scooping up those farms and making millions with foreign investments. See, that's the goal. They want to take these people farms, man. Thank you. Oh, that was powerful. But they ain't going to listen, though. Sassy Mo 529, appreciate that. But they ain't going to listen to you. You can give them all the game you want. All they can say, because this caught is serious. They're going to need real therapy after this. This caught is serious. This juice, this syrup they drinking is real. Thanks for sharing that. Tammy said, you don't order me around. I'm not your wife. Fonz Gaming, do your research on the Democrats. What are you talking about? Because I done research and I can just say stuff off the top of my head because I know. Talk to me, Fonz. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Democrats? So I can burst your bubble. What do you mean? Legend 817 says some just don't want to acknowledge the truth. Thank you, Legend 817. That's a fact. Dustin Webster said $3.99 at Cubs Food in Barnes, Minnesota. Take a picture of the price, man. I was there the other day and I took photos. I took photos of prices. Man, you need to sell your eggs all over the world. Tammy says, sassy. How's see being disrespectful to my black king? Stop doing that, Tammy. USC, they wanted to do what, man? Obama wanted to do this. Clinton wanted to do this. We talking about Trump right now, man. We talking about President Trump. Listen, man, if you have not done it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Make sure you like this video also. Lord, make me over and restore my soul. Okay. Olive said, Tammy, you sound kind of rude. Maybe you should bounce out for real. We're working, Gummy Bear. Those security personnel get paid a salary, not hourly wage. The security budget is set. Fonz Gaming, you're on the wrong side of history, man, and you're going to lose, and you're losing now, you done lost. China is running circles around the United States. We have a racist president up in the House, and y'all continue to support him. A condescending government. They put the black man over top of the housing projects. The one black man in office, he over HUD. That's the housing project. They did the same thing to Ben Carson. Ben Carson is a doctor, a neurosurgeon. They put him over HUD because that's the mentality of Trump. Everybody's beneath him. And he said, I'm going to put the smartest of the smart, the best of the best. And they on Facebook, these clowns on Facebook discussing top secret war plans. They on the app Signal that your eye can download. So Fonz Gaming, get out of here with that garbage, man. You do some research. This is the worst administration, the worst president. So Tammy responded to Olive, said no one was talking to you. Okay. Credit Timon, so how are you? I'm good. Coletti, I think I'm pronouncing it right. I'm good. How are you? Jocelyn, thank you. I ain't gonna read the comment, but thank you for your response, though. He's a joke. You're right. Olive said, Tammy, lucky I'm not in the mood on this. I'm not a mod on this channel. Right. Okay, everybody be respectful, man. Listen, all the stuff that, let me run it by you again, man. All the stuff that everybody was paying these expensive prices for, they thought was made in Paris. They was made here. They was made there. That stuff was made in China. And you talking about, oh, they got to say assembled in America. Listen, man, China is exposing the secrets. The United States been allowing this to go over. It's been about money, man. So them Louis bags, it was a money grab. And now it's coming because since Trump acting a fool on these tariffs, they exposing it all, man. So Mag, you do your research, man. Check it out. They ain't got to say assemble nowhere if they don't want to. They make the rules and been making the rules. It ain't just start. China just exposing it right now. Kyle, I'ma holler at you, man. Appreciate you. Masgascore, I've been dropping jewels on you, giving you truth. But you I don't know if you're a trumpet, MAGA, I don't know what you are, man, but you haven't received anything. I've been dropping since I got on here. So speak of the truth, you can't handle the truth, man. Because ain't nothing been coming from here but the truth. Hey, just like when white people been doing you say, what do I think about Carmelo Anthony fundraiser? I ain't got nothing to do with that. Only thing I'm gonna say on that, and then we're gonna get back on topic. Just like when George Zimmerman and different people do fundraisers, you got a convicted felon in the White House, and you all right with that, but you're gonna ask me about Carmelo Anthony fundraiser. What do you mean? Tammy said, I definitely don't regret my vote. That's right. Ride it till the wheels fall off. I can't wait the next month, 2 months, and see your tone. Can't wait the next month to see y'all and hear y'all tone and how y'all try to backpedal. Oh, Trump is doing this. Because it's coming. It's coming. Real soon. Tell me it's an open chat, meaning anyone can respond to anyone said here. If you feel threatened, that's a you problem. Okay. Mr. Top End, Demetria will expose the real truth. It's easy to as ABC 123. Demetria will expose the real truth. Okay. Maria, for some reason you come back. You say you still on here talking nonsense? There got to be some facts, or do you just waste your time like that? Huh? Because you coming here to eat. I ain't going looking for none of y'all to eat or get information. Make it make sense. Dustin said Kenya, Canada, Mexico, India, all negotiates for new trade deals. Sources. He went to the Guardians. Where's the announcement, man? let me take a picture of this, because Dustin, you the one claiming this. Trump didn't even claim it. It's sad to follow somebody blindly. They said man doesn't even follow his wife like that. A wife doesn't even follow her husband, not to that degree. They still gonna have the right to disagree because they're human beings, man. Okay. Go it down. Girl. I guess that's how you say it. Said, you look like a pastor. I'm not a pastor. Why don't we have separate countries? S said, why don't we have separate countries? What you mean? I'm not a pastor. Tam said, oh, what you did is rude. Don't speak unless you're spoken. Hey, listen, man. Y'all got to do better than that on here, man. Mom too said, what happened? We're not talking about Biden, man. We're talking about President Trump, because he's the one in office. He's the one, taking this country down, down, down. Everybody talking about how good it is, coming on here lying. I told somebody, take a picture of the prices at your grocery store and put it in this chat. Take a picture of the prices in your grocery store and put them in the chat. If you're out and about, Artemine said, my oldest son voted Trump. Now he's ignoring everything. He ain't got no choice. He know it don't look good. This is obvious. You got to be walking around with your eyes closed to think it's good right now. Said all scripted. History repeats itself. Mr. Topman said history repeats itself. Charles Rogers said, I'm so happy I voted for Trump. Okay. Do I need to show the video again? I got a lady that says she regret voting for Trump, and she hardcore MAGA. She was honest enough to come out. She says she's quite embarrassed, though, and she one of the ones that got fired. I showed it on this live today. For some of y'all just getting in, do y'all need to see that again? Let me know. Charles Rogers said, I do disagree considering what we dealt with during Biden. Listen, man, under Trump's administration, and I know you probably don't know, Charles, farmers are hurting. Under Biden administration, they were doing well. Under the inflation, Reduction Act. Go research that and then come back here. The country ain't better off. We losing farmers. Why? So they can take the land, man. But you wouldn't know that, man. Not coming on here talking like that, you can't. Sassy Mo, thanks for schooling them. Tammy, Obama was not only a president, he was an author. He and his wife made films, Leave the World Behind. Pick up a book before you spit out those lies. And then pick up a book before those are banned, because they're attacking books too. They're attacking everything. They want to attack Black history. We don't want you to teach history. It makes us uncomfortable. Come on, man. John Weeder, good point. SAVE Act. If passed, 70 million women will lose their voting rights. Man, he attacking votes. He attacking rights and everything. That's why I don't support them sending that man out of the country and just forgetting about due process. You send a couple hundred people out, but now we found out there's one man that y'all admitted was an error. It was a mistake. And now the United States Supreme Court said, bring that man home, facilitate his return. Trump is about taking. He ain't giving nothing. Jose, I started off, man, giving sympathy for the Florida State victims. The shooting, the mass shooting, are you familiar with that, Jose? That's what I started out with. Then we ended up about Trump. Okay, what's up? Just passing by. Johnny, 2 times. Appreciate you, man. We talking about a whole bunch of stuff. You know, I MAGA storms on here, and I got to put them in check as I normally do with facts, because they come with lies, because their president, Trump, that's all he does is lie. But I wanted to give a special, shout out and condolences, man, to the victims of the Florida State shooting. That's where I started at. And then we went some other places. But, condolences to the victims of the Florida State mass shooting. Thank you, Johnny, 2 times. Bingo, that's what I was saying. But they don't get it. Bingo said tariffs are what took us deeper into the Great Depression in 1930. And Reagan in the 80s even was trying to explain, and it's so relevant, but they won't watch those videos. I got a video on my channel where Reagan was talking about why he hesitant to put tariffs on countries, because he know it hurts American citizens. Dustin, you say use a mirror. How do you do that? What you mean when you say use a mirror? Because every time I record it, you talking about why my background be backwards? How do I use a mirror? Help me out so I know how to do it. On my phone, let me tell you this, Dustin. On my phone, it got the mirror thing. I got the mirror part. I got that switched on. I switched it on, did it? I switched it off. So what you talking about, Dustin? Help me out. Said Bingo said golfing on our graves. Exactly. I haven't said anything to prove why we need tariffs. We don't need tariffs, man, because it's hurting American citizens, man. We don't need tariffs. Go leave here, Dustin, and go watch Reagan's video, and you'll understand a little bit better, man. Watch the video before you say this. Bingo said, got him. Sending prayers to everyone affected by war, hate, death in this world. Amen. Sassy Mo, we appreciate that. Girth, listen, man, let me school you on something. They fire some probationary. Just be realistic. Get out of the trumpet for a minute. Get out of MAGA for a minute. Girth, listen. They fire all these employees. Are you familiar with state jobs and federal jobs? This how it works. When you come on your probationary period, you work, you're trained by a supervisor. So you're going to have so many, before your evaluation, you're going to have so many things that your supervisors tell you what you need to work on before your evaluation. So they went through that. At the end, they successfully made it. Trump tried to fire all of them and say poor performance on everybody. He just wanted to fire everybody, so he told them to put poor performance. Where a judge overturned that and they had to return to the place, because when you're a probationary employee, it's your supervisor's responsibility to train you to do the job. And then if you don't meet standards at the end, they fire you. So a lot of that stuff was lies, man. But no matter what, there's no need for me to even go through this, because y'all won't even disagree with Trump about nothing. So, Girth, I'm really wasting my time even talking to you. It's not one thing y'all would disagree with this man about. Binger said egg prices are at an all-time high today, and they are. You have people come on and say, mine is cheaper. I'm not talking about when you buy from your neighbor, the farmer. I'm not talking about that. If you go into the store, the prices are high. If not, you take a picture at your grocery store. Don't just say no numbers. Little Leaf. Girth, egg prices are not down. You go to your grocery store right now and you take a picture and show us. Egg prices did not drop. I'm looking at the same thing to say prices are up. Said they're blinded by loneliness. Okay. Dustin, you tell me your sources. I can go to CNN right now and they said that he lied yesterday with Trump. But that's all Trump got to do is lie to y'all. Y'all go with it. It's not one thing that y'all call him out. Anything he says is a lie. So let me tell y'all this. This how devious Trump is. I'm going to put y'all on game. The man went from Maryland, the senator went over there to see Garcia. They denied him. They denied him. And he was persistent. They let him see the man. So they at the table talking. Then they try to bring margaritas and set it over the table for a photo op to make us think that he was drinking margaritas. That's some Trump stuff. Because all they do is lie. And Trump know all he got to do is lie to y'all, and y'all gonna go with it. So they gonna sit. He just had a meeting with the guy. They said 2 margaritas on there so that Trump and them can lie and say, look, he's drinking margaritas. He's supposed to be locked up. That's what we dealing with. Lies. Angel T said, Trump don't bump Lakers in. Okay. I don't have to leave. I got the same right to you. This Tammy, America don't belong to white people. Get that out your head. That's some of the most racist stuff you can even think to say. Well, if you don't like it, you can leave the country. Well, you can leave. Who are you? Get that superiority stuff out of your head, man. Don't nobody fall for that. And that's the same attitude J.D. Vance had when he called Chinese people peasants, because that's how they think. And that's how some of y'all think. But it don't ride like that in 2025. Not with me anyway. Binger says, still defending egg prices when that's all y'all cried about. That's good point. See, that's when they lie and say we're voting for Trump because of the prices of eggs. That was the biggest lie for the piss of hell as well. It had nothing to do with the prices of eggs. Trump is a convicted felon 34 times. He was convicted of 34 felonies. People always say, back to blue, law enforcement. He also sent 1,600 insurrectionists to the Capitol. They still forgive that. But y'all, we're back to blue. The prices of eggs, all lies. Benja said, you don't feel an ounce of shame, and they should. Hey, Charles, I never said most supporter. I didn't say most, but there's a lot of them. I got a lot of videos, man. And some people are afraid to say it because they know how he is. He's so petty if you disagree with him. That's why y'all not allowed to disagree with him. Anybody who disagree with Trump, he personally attacks. He want to go up after the Fed, man, want to fire him. He want to fire. I want to impeach the judge because they ruled against me. Y'all can't even think for yourselves, man. That's sad. There's nobody on earth that I got to agree with 100%. I don't rock like that. But that's what y'all do with Trump. So don't call nobody blind or misled or any of that until y'all able to disagree with this man y'all call Trump. Binger said, Tammy, you would never be free in your own country. Laugh my A off. Deacon Frost said, it is very true. Mario, Ariel, peace, God. What's the day signs? The day signs, man, we dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. First, I'm going to go back to when I came and started about the mass shooting in Florida State at the university, man. To the students, to the victims' families, sending condolences to them. So, Mario, that's where I started, man. Sending prayers and condolences to the family of the victims of the Florida State shooting. And then, as usual, hey, D, I want y'all to see D's comment before I get him off of here. D said, go back to Africa. But that's the mentality of Trump and his culture. That's the mentality. That's what we're dealing with. Let me go get rid of this clown. Charles said Obama got caught spying. Where did you get that from, Charles? Tammy said, Binger, I am free and have been all my life. Well, did Trump allow you to be free? Are you allowed to disagree with Trump? That's freedom. If you can't do that, then you're not free. Don't talk that freedom stuff. And don't tell me, well, I believe in everything he do. Because he did tariffs and then he backed up, then he did them. He had changed. Soon as he changed, y'all changed. Some of y'all. Charles Rogers said Obama. Steve Holmes said, this is MAGA country. Who told you that, man? Steven, who told you that? Who told you that? Gersh said, you would just push anything us on the right say to the side. If any group has changed, I'm willing to bet. Hey, man, you can't talk until you're able to disagree with this clown. And you one of the ones that ain't been able to disagree with this man yet. JP Bad. That's a good question. Thank you, Bingo, the Patriot Act. They don't know nothing. If Trump don't teach them, they won't know. That's why Elon Musk wanted to shut down the Department of Education, because he's looking at MAGA. Because that's all he around is MAGA. He looking at John like shaking his head, said, no, we need to get rid of the Department of Education. I didn't understand at first, but now I understand why he wanted to get rid of it. He looking at y'all. Massey Mo said everything made in China is sent to the other countries that ordered them, and they put their name on it and a higher price. That's a fact. That's what's been found out. China running circles around the world and even around the United States. All them expensive stuff that y'all buy, that most of us buy. Not me, because I don't personally buy that expensive stuff. It's made in China. Jocelyn says, see, one of them just wrote, go back to Africa. They're not even hiding their hate. Listen, I got rid of him. I went on and got him out of here. But that's what it is. That's what we under with this administration. That's why President Trump pardoned 1,600 of these white racists who the people that stormed the Capitol. The people that stormed the Capitol, Trump just pardoned every last one of them. They attacked police, and we talked that back to blue, USA. These are insurrectionists. He pardoned 1,600 of them. And that's why people comfortable to come on here and say, go back to Africa. That wasn't the first, Jocelyn, that was not the first go back to Africa comment on this live. Deacon Frost said it's horrible. Eggs are $13 a dozen. But the man was trying to say, no, they're $4. I'm trying to tell him that ain't true. Not in any store I've been in. I go grocery shopping myself. I just got gas yesterday. It ain't down. Ship me some gas, man, since your gas is so low. Billy said A's down. Nathan said black people are going to know where our country is. Take your butt. Nathaniel Owens said black people are going to know where our country is. Take your butt back to Europe. Listen, man, y'all chill with taking back and all that, man. America is a melting pot for everybody. Bingo said public radio is a source. I got another source, going to the store and seeing actual prices. Listen, the president does have something to do during times like this with the prices of gas and the prices of groceries because of his tariffs. It's self-inflicted. So yeah, don't say he ain't got nothing. He got everything to do with it. That's why when he lied to y'all and said on day one, I'm gonna help these prices. Lies, lies, lies. Jocelyn said Billy Bob, the president. Yeah, but the president now does have something to do with it, though. I know you about OPEC, they set the prices, but because of the tariffs, he got something to do with it. If he take the tariffs off today, prices going to go back down. The stock market going to go up. Oh, Gurf, now you're admitting that the prices are high. Because somebody was like, under Trump, the prices are low. Gurf, thanks for your honesty. Gurf said, bro, prices have been high since Biden. Oh, man. Say, where were you? But this is my thing. I was just countering people coming on this live line and saying the prices of eggs are down when they not. John made a good, I guess it's a good, he made a point, I guess. Your country like oranges. You tariff the oranges from Brazil, which are cheaper, so they get more expensive than from California. But if you tariff bananas from Brazil, you cause inflation for bananas. Okay. Listen, man, Biden handed over. Now do your research, Justin, to care to check it. Even last time, even when Obama, both times, Trump was handed a good economy and he took it to the ground. Even this time, he was handled a good economy. It wasn't perfect. It still was better than what it is right now. Benja said, look at you, Tammy, sitting in the anti-MAGA chat, probably sitting there funning. Your only arguments are orange man bad. That ain't my own, Billy. I got facts, but you're not open. Until you able, Billy, until you able to say out your mouth or on this chat something you disagree with this clown about, there's no need for us to talk. Because everything I say, you're going to just say, no, you're going to come back with it. It's too much. It ain't no just orange, man. I got stuff. Billy, you ain't got nothing. You can't even say why you support him. What do you support about this clown? That he racist? That he hateful? What do you support? That he attack judges? He disrespect the Constitution? Which one of those that I named do you support, Billy? Gas prices are not down from when Biden was in office, man. Sean, go do some research, man. Please, before you come on here with your lies, just how your president do. I can guarantee you vote for Trump. Don't even know you, but I can guarantee you voted for him if you tell the truth. Vic Chavez said Trump doubled it last time, and yes, he did. But they won't research that. All they can say is lies. Listen, man. Listen. The word, y'all some funny people, man. Vic Chavez, you might not know this, but the word republic doesn't represent Republicans. The word democracy doesn't represent Democrat. Man, y'all need to go back to civics class, man. This is some of the simplest stuff that y'all should know better. You see, Gerf said, I told you yesterday you don't listen at all. Gerf, you the one don't listen, man. You can't help yourself, though. I don't blame you. I blame that clown you support, because you can talk all that good stuff. I can tell from what you're saying. There's been information dropped the whole time, and you still coming with this. Come on, man. Vic Chavez said Republican democracy. Y'all got it. Man, go back to civics class, man. Please. Constitution. Binger said, and I dare you to disagree with Lincoln. Okay. Okay. Listen, it's no help for y'all. I'm going to say it one more time, man. If you have not done it, go and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Anybody got any last thoughts or comments, man? Anybody? Anybody got any last thoughts or comments? But after Elon Musk being surrounded by MAGA, he said, I got to get rid of this educational system because these people are delusional. Anybody got any last thoughts or comments, man, before I end this live? Any last thoughts or comments? Go and make sure you like this video. Make sure you like this video. Last thoughts or comments, anybody? Last thoughts or comments? As I started off, I'm ending on, prayers and condolences to the Florida State shooting victims. 2 people who were actually, what we say, unalived. 5 were injured. Florida State, man. Condolences to their family. B said, I like Trump, not Elon. Billy Bob, I need you to find out where the $1 billion that was missing from Doge's website. Since you love the fraud, you like finding fraud, I done found it for you. It's with Elon Musk and Trump. Now go find it and come back on my next live and tell me what happened. They admitted to missing $1 billion that they lied and said they saved. Let's find where that's at. Angelo, thank you, man. Said condolences, thoughts, and prayers for the victims of the affected families, as well as the students, man, because that's going to be traumatic for the students. Walt Licker said, there is no fraud. And you're right. They hate to hear that because where are all the arrests? It was really fraud, but I bet you this, though, they've been lying the whole time. That's why $1 billion is missing off of that Doge website. Let's find that, man. And come back next time and tell me where it's at. Y'all find that. All the Trump supporters and Doge supporters, tell me where that money at. Y'all be safe, man. Make sure y'all like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Let me see. Animation Jackson Pot said, are you from Fox News? Far from Fox News, man. Fox News is fake news. Billy Bob, they're in the process. They're still under attack, man. It's people that's trying to fight against it. So do your research. He is going after Medicaid and Medicare, as well as Social Security. They want to privatize that. John Wade says, spread love, not hate. Speaking truth to power is love. Make sure we locked up President Trump and Elon Musk too. Jocelyn, that's what they do. They always deflect, man. It's sad though. Keep drinking that Trump juice. Y'all continue to drink. Trump, MAGA and Trump has been identified as a cult. Y'all be safe, man. Hopefully one day y'all will be able to think for yourselves. Like me, I can think for myself. I can say what I want. I can't be ousted because I'm not following nobody like that. Renee Santana, I'm just saying this. You're not blocked. You're not blocked. Happy Easter to you. Santana out. I hope you're here to see this, Santana. I wasn't blocking you. I can't see everything, every comment. Walt Licker said government is in the business. It's not a for-profit venture. But Trump's a scammer, and he made it like a business. That's why him and his boys made money. And they was caught on a hot mic talking about all the money they made when he took the tariffs off. So it's not, the government is not a business, but they made money off of this. This is a money grab for Trump. He don't care nothing about MAGAs, maggots, or none of that. He don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or independent. Cabero, you lying and you know it. Talking about they ain't never been better under Trump. Golly. Tanya, that's what I'm talking about. And especially with the MAGA group, he's saying y'all, and y'all ain't showing critical thinking. You just following this man. So yeah, he gonna want to destroy the Department of Education. That's the real reason. Billy Bob said AOC, she was a bartender. What was Trump? What is Trump but a convicted felon, man, who y'all still voted for? But I'm out, man. We can't say nothing to save y'all. Continue to be in that cult. Continue to drink that syrup. Continue to drink that Trump juice. Until next time, man. Y'all be safe. Peace.